I heard the lights make it so you can't see anything.
I heard the costumes all smell really bad.
My cousin told me someone cries every day. My uncle said it's the hardest thing he's ever done.
You kids have no idea. It's not just any week. It's Tech Week!
Tech Week!
And props to you, and props to you, and props to you, and props to you. Ah, Tech Week, when we add in all of the technical aspects of theater. What are the technical aspects of theater? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Technical theater is a term used to describe non-acting parts of the show that still support the performance on the stage. One area of technical theater is lighting. Lights help heighten the experiences on stage. A lighting designer will use different color lights to make the actors visible and help create a believable environment for the set, but they also use creative lighting to amplify the vision of the director on stage. As an actor, there are some things you should be prepared for as you work on lighting during Tech Week. For one thing, the lights might turn off completely. If that happens, stand still, wait for them to turn on again. The director may also tell everyone to hold so that they can adjust the lights. You have to do your best to try to remember where you were so you can just pick right back up and continue the action. They may need to stop for different spotlights or different special effects. Remember that you have to be patient with this. You want to just keep going from moment to moment, but all of these things really help build what can be an excellent production if your lighting is good. During Tech Week, you'll finally rehearse with the set. The set refers to all the big pieces, the platforms, the scenery that actors are going to be walking on and around. It might not be totally finished yet, and it might not be painted. You do not need to ask if and when it's going to get painted. Just trust that it will get painted by the time the show starts. Your stage manager may do a walkthrough of the set with you for safety. If you do a walkthrough, be sure to pay really close attention so that you can have a safe show. During Tech Week, you may have to do some adjusting based on the set. Things like spacing, entrances, and other parts of the physical space may be different than what you rehearsed before. Be patient, be flexible. You've probably been rehearsing with these already, but by Tech Week, you should be rehearsing with all of your props. Props are the objects that we carry around and use on stage. And props is short for properties. And just like you don't touch someone else's properties, you don't touch someone else's props. I mean it. Your production might have something called a props table, where all of the props have spaces taped off and labeled. Be sure that if you have a prop, it gets set where it needs to be before the show and returned to this table after the show. If you're lucky enough to have a live orchestra or live musicians playing with you, then Tech Week is usually when they'll be joining you. Some things are going to be a little bit different than they were in rehearsal. Tempos might be a little bit different, volume is going to be different. You might not have exactly the same kind of instruments that you had on any kind of rehearsal track, so it's just going to sound generally different. Remember that your music director's main focus is going to be on the orchestra during that time. There might be things that go wrong, and you should trust that they know exactly what's happening. If you're still concerned afterward, tell them later, but generally leave them alone so that they can focus on the pit and on the overall production. Remember, the orchestra is just real live musicians and people just like you, so treat them with respect. If you're performing with tracks instead of a live band, all those same things will probably apply, except that you're playing with a dead, soul-sucking MP3 being played by a computer. During Tech Week, you're probably going to start rehearsing with your costume on. That's super fun. But also remember that your costume might not be perfect the first time you put it on, just like you weren't perfect the first time you delivered all your lines. Your production might have 60 to 80 kids in it, and if everyone's got 1 or 2 costumes, that's like over 100 costumes for a costume designer to try to work with. So you must be patient and be kind to your costume designer. Remember, costumes aren't designed to be comfortable. It's not what you would wear around your house, it's what your character is wearing on the stage. It tells the story. So, this is your work uniform. You treat it with respect, and you treat it with professionalism. Make sure to keep your costumes organized and neat. And again, be kind to your costume designer. Even though they're thinking about you and what you look like, they're also thinking about the bigger picture and what everything is going to look like, okay? So, stay cool and be cool. Beyond those big things that are in almost every show, we also have stuff like onstage video or special effects or set changes. Your set changes might be covered by you, it might be covered by a stage crew. But no matter what, those are all things that need to be rehearsed during your tech week. The biggest thing that you can do during tech week as an actor is to be patient and flexible. There's going to be kinks to iron out. Many of the folks who are coming in haven't been working on the show for as long as you have, so it can feel a little slow sometimes. You're going to have to run things over and over again. That could present you, though, with a lot of extra opportunities. What can you do during your repetitions? What can you do while you're waiting? You've got extra time, so make it valuable to you. Finally, things will go wrong. That's what rehearsal is for. And if you can handle those mistakes with professionalism and grace, you're going to go a long way to supporting your production and your fellow performers. That's it for now. I'm Tim Kraack. I hope you have a great tech week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon.